Hey there, welcome back, and let's get into it. Over the past 40 years or so, I've heard a lot of myths about getting into a service academy, and I'm going to share with you the top 5 myths that I've heard over the past 40 years. Number 1, you have to know someone. You have to be politically connected. Totally false. No, you don't have to know someone, and no, you don't have to be politically connected. The process is the same for everyone. You have to go and apply. You have to apply to the academy. You have to apply for a nomination. Yes, people have contacts with senators and with congressmen, but that does not guarantee a nomination, and it certainly does not guarantee an appointment. Congressmen and senators want to appoint the best people possible, and they want people that represent them in a good light, represent their district, and to represent and serve the United States. So just because somebody may know someone and somebody may have a quote-unquote connection doesn't mean that they are going to get in. The process is the same for everyone. Everyone has to go for an interview, everyone has to go for a physical, and everyone has to go through the process. So being politically connected, not true. Myth number 2. Oh, this is a big one. Myth number 2. You have to have someone in the family that's been in the military. Totally false. There's a lot of first-generation military people that go to the academies. Yes, it may appear, and yes, it probably is, that a lot of military people from military families go to the academies. But that's because it's sort of like the family business. If your father or your mother is in the Navy or the Air Force, you probably would want to go to the Naval Academy or the Air Force Academy. Just like if your father was a plumber or a carpenter, you might want to be a plumber or a carpenter. So this myth is not true. Anybody can go from any walk of life. Yes, it may appear that a lot of people are in the military, their families are from the military, and that, like I said, that might be true. But you don't have to be from a military family to go to a service academy. Not at all. Number 3, you have to be a top athlete. You have to be county level, you have to be state level, you have to be national level. Totally false. Yes, you have to be a good athlete. Yes, you have to be in good shape. Yes, you have to participate in team sports and be an athlete. But no, you do not have to be a top athlete. And here's a perfect example. If every one of the big 3 academies, all D1 schools, wanted all the top athletes, then who would play for Michigan? Who would play for Ohio State? Who would play for Indiana? Nobody. So if you're really that good of an athlete, the D1 big schools like Penn State are recruiting you already. You might be thinking about academy, but you might be thinking about a national, and the NFL, the NBA, or Major League Baseball. No, you don't have to be a top athlete. Doesn't hurt to be a really good athlete, but no, you don't have to be a top athlete. Myth number 4. You have to be top in your class. You have to have perfect SATs. You have to be number 1. Yeah, well, maybe you got to be a really good student. You know, nobody really wants to have students that are not the top. But you don't have to be a valedictorian. You don't have to have perfect SATs. Do you have to be a good student? Yes. So this myth, it's not totally busted, but it's not totally true either. So yes, you have to be smart to get into a service academy. Myth number 5, you have to be in perfect physical condition to go to a service academy. Well, nobody is in perfect physical condition. Everybody has something wrong with them. It's just what the degree of it is. And in reality, most of the people that are going to service academies are 18 to 20 years old. When you are 18 to 20 years old, there are very few things wrong with you. Your teeth are in good shape, your eyes are in good shape, your body is in good shape, you are not an old broken down man. I have to tell you from experience, the warranty ran out of my body when I hit 40. It was all downhill from then. But when I was 18 and 20, I was in perfect shape. And yes, if you have a serious illness or something that can't be corrected or granted a waiver, you're not going to get into academy. But no, you don't have to be a perfect physical specimen. But you have to be in good health. So that myth's kind of busted too. And lastly, bonus myth, myth number 6. People like me don't get into places like that. Really, people like me don't get into places like that. Not true. The people that get into places like that are people like you. People that like you that study hard, that participate in sports, that help out of the community, that participate in organized activities such as scouting or church groups, that volunteer, that do all the right things and work hard, get into a service academy. So if you're like that, you're the kind of people that get into a service academy. So don't give up. Don't look at those people and say, oh, that could never be me. Yeah, it could be you. And it probably will be you if you work hard. So thanks for watching. Good luck. And if you have any questions, send me an email down below and I'll be happy to answer them. Bye now.